The last thing I want to do with this app is kind of wrap up the log out and log in system. So this is working pretty well, but right now if I want to log out and get back to that main screen, I can't do that. So let's go ahead and fix that. First thing we want to do is go to our app.js here and switch this logged in back to false. Okay, so we want to start not on the map but on the login here, right? Now, right now it'll check to see if we're logged in, so I can go ahead and say vir scanlan. Well, it already checked to see if I was logged in, and I guess I wasn't. So vir scanlan at gmail.com and password, and then I hit sign in, and it's going to bring me to the map, and immediately you see all the Pokemon pop up because I just logged in, so it's going to render all that stuff to the map instantaneously. I just want to get this logout function working right here. So if I go to the Pokemap, on the button I can just have an on press and pass in a function called this.logout, and we can just define this right here. Logout be equal to ES6 function, ES6 arrow function. Oops, I messed that up. And in here, a couple things we'll pass in. The first is meteor.logout. So this is a special Meteor function that basically just takes whoever signed in on this end and just logs them out of the app, and then we could handle for that right after here by saying we'll pass in a prop function in a second that'll handle that switch on the logged in. So it'll say false then, and it'll jump the user back to the main screen. So right here we'll say this.props.flip login, and we'll just pass in false here. So I'm going to save this, and then over here on app.js I will go down to Pokemap and pass in flip login, and then just say this is equal to that flip login. So if I save it again, it's taking a second to run, but it'll get there. There it goes. I can log in. I'll say vir scanlan, password. I sign in, and I'm all logged in. I can see all my Pokemon. I could add some more if I want. I could start taking some off, and that's good. And then if I want to log out, bam, I just hit the log out button. It logs me onto the server, and I'm back on the main screen, ready to do whatever I need to do. So, pretty cool little app. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll log back in real quick just so we can look at the map. And my computer's really starting to get hot here. It's smoking up. There's a lot to run, I guess. Like I said, I really hope you guys enjoyed making this one. I had a lot of fun building this one with you guys. The next step, the next challenge for you is to take this and do something creative with it. We built out just like a little system that kind of adds Pokemon to a map. You can take them off the map, and you got like an accounts feature where you can log in, log out. But this is a pretty good little boilerplate. I've been using that term. Boilerplate just basically means like a setup code where you can start using it. It's like open source setup code. It just helps you get the ball rolling. This is already pretty set up. I mean, you got everything you could possibly want for a server. I mean, really, we're able to add things to a server, manipulate the server, subscribe to the server, get information back to our end. So we basically built our own like little real-time API. You know how to do logging in, logging out, signing up, all that stuff with accounts inside of Meteor. So the next step is to really just try and build your own thing out. Maybe build it off of this, maybe start something new with your own app that you're going to build up. And you really have all the tools now to get started on that. Maybe you take the Pokemon idea, maybe make this into some sort of fighting game where two people who are signed in click on a Pokemon and then those two Pokemon fight. Or maybe you play Pokemon Go a lot, and what you want to do is set the Pokemon to just the center of your location, wherever you're located at, and then you can say like, oh, I spotted a Dratini, right here, or something like that, or there's no other rare Pokemon on here, really. Well, I can't remember this guy's name, but he's super rare. So something like that, But the main idea is you guys should be taking this information that you learned from this course and really trying to expand on it. The best way to get really good at something isn't to just watch tutorials after tutorials. They're certainly helpful in the beginning, but it's eventually to take what you learned and do something on your own. So with that said, hopefully you guys really learned a lot in this course. I had a blast teaching it, like I mentioned. Hopefully, you didn't have too many errors. If you did, hopefully I responded to them pretty quickly on Udemy. After you've taken this course, feel free to drop me a message either by email or on Twitter. Just let me know how I did. This is my first course I wrote on Udemy after having been a high school computer science teacher, so it's definitely a change for me writing out an entire series, just video tutorials rather than teaching a class. So again, thanks for taking this course, and I'll see you another time.